with the holidays fast approaching us, we even got some better news than normal from Microsoft today. And I thought, hey, why not go ahead and do a video, share it out. Let's talk about what's going on, because I just felt like, overall gamers are the ones that should be getting these type of announcements and should be getting these type of things from these companies. After all, we invest hundreds and thousands of dollars into our entire setups, and I'm not just talking about the consoles and games themselves. We tend to also pick out some big things in terms of TVs for these and controllers and all this kind of stuff. So it's something that I feel like they owe us a bit of this on that end of the spectrum anyway. So I'm very excited to get into the video, because I feel like it's one that a lot of people are going to like and a lot of people are going to be interested in, because I have a lot to say on the topic. Both Microsoft and Sony should be kind of kissing our behinds a little bit to get us involved and to get us as much stuff as they can. Whatever incentives they can get us to go out there and like these consoles and buy these consoles, that's what they should be doing. Super exciting time. I want to get into it. Hey there everyone, I'm the Crapgamer, and this of course is Crapgamer Reviews, your home for gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You'll probably notice some changes around here, but hopefully that doesn't stop you from leaving us at least a like, and possibly, maybe even consider subscribing. Hey, what do you know? That's what I want for Christmas, man. Some likes and some subscribers. That'd be great. Thank you so much anyway for spending some of your free time with me and my channel. It really does mean a lot. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that kind of good stuff. You guys are amazing. So we know that Microsoft was giving away some free stuff before, and now we know that some of their first-party studios are doing some fantastic things. For instance, right now, we know that Forza Horizon 5 just got a new patch, and it's one of the games of the year from various different sites, which, a lot of people were really kind of talking about that. Forza Horizon 5 is giving out 5 free super wheel spins to celebrate accolades, which, hey, who's going to turn down some wheel spins? Developer Playground Games' latest Forza Horizon 5 has definitely been one of the standout highlights of the year, and unsurprisingly, the game has been nominated for and even won many Game of the Year awards across a slew of different publications, like I said, with IGN being one of the more prominent ones. So who could believe that the game would win Game of the Year? Now, years ago, I was one of the ones that kind of went to this and said, hey, you know what? I thought this game should have been in the running for Game of the Year. It just makes sense that would have been the case. And the reason being is it's just a great game. I know it's considered a racing / sports game or what have you, but at the end of the day, you know what? Who cares? It's still a video game, last I checked. And you know what? That's what's important, the fact that it's a video game and the fact that it should have been in the running. So anyway, to celebrate that the game is amassing a great accolades, Developer Playground Games has given out a total of 5 free super wheel spins to all players of the open world racer. Forza Horizon 5 has already been a massive hit among fans, garnering over 10 million players in its first week. Now, so those who are still actively playing should definitely jump back in and claim those wheel spins. Meanwhile, after a long internal voting process at this Gaming Bolt site, they recently finally compiled our picks for the best games of the year as well, which Forza Horizon 5 rightly won their Game of the Year award on account of nailing almost every aspect of the open world racing experience, from progression to cars to running environments and so much more. So again, it's run multiple Game of the Year awards. There's more than just the one Game Awards. I know a lot of people kind of tie everything to that one particular award show, but there's definitely a lot more to it than that, and it's nice to see that, it's getting its due. I've been a big fan of this series since the beginning. The other thing I wanted to talk about was, it looks like Double Fine, the team behind Psychonauts 2, is actually moved on to multiple new things, which is a good thing. For most of its history, Double Fine has been defined by its diverse array of projects, but that changed somewhat in recent years as the whole studio focused their efforts on Psychonauts 2. That game turned out very well, but some might be assuming, and they're missing the more freewheeling Double Fine that might release 4 or 5 games in totally different genres in a single year. Well, it sounds like that Double Fine might be back. As part of the year-end wrap-up on the crowdfunding site Fig, Double Fine says that the studio is now splitting up into various teams to work on new experimental projects. Psychonauts 2 has essentially wrapped up as a project, although there will be tweaks and fixes as we move forward. The studio is already splitting up into various teams and starting different projects that we think you'll enjoy. We like experimentation here at Double Fine. Every game is a chance to explore new ideas, new visual styles or gameplay, emotions, and more. Psychonauts 2 was a chance to revisit and reimagine the classic that launched our studio into the future. It was a long process, but we like to think the payoff was great. We stuck the landing. So it is nice to see that Double Fine is still being allowed to stick to their quirky experimental ways under Microsoft leadership. Sure, we were always promised they'd get to retain their independence, but obviously there was that chance that Microsoft would push Double Fine towards bigger projects like Psychonauts 2 full time. Now Psychonauts 2 was a good game. It wasn't my favorite game or anything, but I get why people liked it. I thought that it dragged on a little bit, but you know, I would love to see Double Fine actually do a Brutal Legend 2 or something along those lines. I know that would be more in the bigger than single A or double A space, but at the same rate, I still feel like that series has a lot more that they could do, and I just loved it, the first one. So, you know, for me personally, I think that this is all good news. We keep seeing these things that these console companies are putting out. They're doing a good job as far as I can tell. You know, we continue to see some good things coming from them. Microsoft themselves, Xbox is doing, you know, incredibly well right now. So we can sit back and go, hey, you know what? That's really cool. Microsoft is out there, you know, doing the things that they said that they would do. And, you know, for me personally, I love that. I love the fact that we were able to see Microsoft come out there and kind of get things rolling in such a way, especially given the last few years of Xbox One was such a pitiful excuse for anything, really. I mean, if you want to think about it, I just feel like, you know, Microsoft really kind of let everybody down. And I know I'm the one that really kind of maybe gets a little bit too angry over this now, but you know, like I said, I'm over the anger and all that kind of stuff. It's stupid to be upset over video games. I refuse to do it anymore. And you know, at the end of the day, I feel like, hey, you know what? Everything kind of is what it is, and I've kind of learned that, and also really think that it's just one of those things that hopefully we continue to see grow. You know, Microsoft for sure needs to, you know, go out there and kind of grow and continue to do what they said they would do. But you know, like I said before, when you watch the when you actually watch the Power On documentary that from Xbox, and they talk about learning from Lionhead Studios, you get the sense that they know not to force these companies to do things that they don't want. You know, in particular games. You know, I think that that's really the imperative thing that we should see as fans, and I do hope that we continue to see that in the future, just from not just Microsoft but from everybody. We all just want to see more and more games from them, and I don't think Double Fine, you know, with all the other studios that Microsoft has, and many of the studios having multiple studios within those studios, I don't think we need to, you know, Double Fine to always crank out, you know, a certain type of game. I feel like I said, any company that has the big AAAs flowing, and it definitely looks like Microsoft will have that, they need that icing on the cake, which is some of the smaller stuff as well. So I do feel like, and that's going to be something we see from Microsoft in the future. We're going to see lots of AAA, lots of probably some AA and everything in between, which is an exciting prospect. You know, you want the whole meal, not just, you know, one thing or the side dish or whatever. So I will link these articles. You guys can check it out. Let me know what you think. Rack them up, fact them up, Crapgamer them up. Crapgamer out.